I'm leaving the rest of the street lights behind me and I'm now entering the deep, dark Calverley woods. There's lots of sights to see in these woods, with them being as old as at least medieval times. There's a stone circle in here that we need to find. There's a Italian prison of war camp in here somewhere. An old fireworks factory that blew up and killed 3 people. Loads of history. Reservoirs, wells, stone carvings. It's got it all. Let's not forget about the murder and the torture. This part of the woods that I'm in is called Calverley Cutting, and in the Victorian times they was going to build a beautiful, picturesque, gated community in these woods, and the old pack horse route wasn't up to the job, so they made this cutting through the woods and through the rocks to make a new road for this new estate. But the locals didn't like how steep this road was, so it was abandoned shortly after. Oh wow, look at this place, man. Ooh. Don't be falling over, Gaz. And this is why they call it Calverley Cutting. Whoa. This place is eerie in the dark. I bet it's absolutely gorgeous in the light. This bridge here belongs to Clara Drive. Imagine having this as your back garden. Come on, mate. Here we go. We're in the woods. Now, I've never been in these woods before, so I have not much of a clue where I'm going. I've got some things dotted on the map, and the first thing that we're going to look for is the hanging stone. Now, they don't know why it's called the hanging stone. Maybe people were hung there, or maybe just because it hangs over the edge. But we'll soon find out, and I believe somewhere near the hanging stone is where the stone circle is. Come on, mate, this way. We need to be careful that we don't fall down big oils like that. Oh look, there's a bunny rabbit. Can you see it? See its red eyes? Mr. Bunny! There he is, look. Oh, that's creepy, isn't it? No matter how many times you see tree swings and stuff in woods, but when they've been there for that long like that, it's a bit eerie, isn't it? You're not going to be able to see me, are you? I've got my baseball hat on today. I should have wore my my beanie, so then I could put my hand over like when I'm talking to you, but I'm just going to have to use double torch instead. Oh, the wind's picking up a bit now as well. I need to find this reservoir, hanging stone and stone circle. Wherever it is, I think it's up here somewhere. Rabbit again, look. You see it there, look. From what I've read, I need to climb up a steep banking somewhere. This might be it. Leaves and all sorts of stuff are just falling out right next to me, and then the wind whistles behind me. Hey. What are you doing, Mush? Come on. Let's see if we can get up this bit of a bank in here. There's a bit of a ghost story attached to these woods. Sir Walter Calverley, who the woods are named after, lived in Old Calverley Hall, and the story goes that he was a bit of a degenerate gambler and he was in debt all the time, and one night he just snapped and he killed 2 of his children in their sleep and attacked his wife. Now, he thought that he'd killed her, but the metal parts of her corset saved her life, as the knife didn't get all the way in and she fainted, which he thought she'd killed her. And then he rode off on his horse through these woods because he was going to get his other son that was being looked after by someone else. But before he could get there, his horse got spooked in these woods and it raised up, kicked him off and landed on him, and he was stuck underneath his horse when the villagers found him. He was tried and convicted at York, and he was sentenced to death by crushing. Oh wow, that's a long way down. Don't want to be falling off there. What they did is they laid him on a board and put a heavy door on top of him, and then put weights on top of that for 3 consecutive days until it crushed him slowly to death. Oh look, we're at the POW camp. Now, these buildings and these woods were used for training the troops just before the D-Day landing, and then during the war it was used as an Italian prisoner of war camp. And after the war, the soldiers that couldn't go home for whatever reason were then housed here in these woods, in these outbuildings. Shall we have a look in here? See if we can see any more. Apparently there's old tunnels and stuff around here, but I think they have now been filled in due to the dangerous nature of them. There's another base of a building there. So this part of the camp at the end of Cara Drive became a fireworks factory in the late 1950s. It wasn't open for very long because, as you would expect, health and safety wasn't on the highest priority, and there was quite a few accidents, and the last one was a large explosion which killed 3 people and injured a lot more. There we go, look, there's part of a wall there. There's some fun guys on it as well, look, all hanging out. So it was then closed down and just left to ruin. You can hear all fireworks going off in the background. Don't bother you though, does it, mate? Eh? People keep asking me, why don't you bark? Why don't you do this and why don't you do that? She's been well trained, mate. Like, fireworks going off in background and it just doesn't bother her in the slightest. Go on, you little trundler. Bring your ball here. Leave it. Go. Hey, I said leave it, I'm going to kick it. Go on then. Not bothered, look. Not a caring world, have you, mate? I have had dogs that have been absolutely petrified of fireworks, but I think with Fendy being a bit of a numpty, sorry Fendy, that she's just not bothered as long as she's out with me. That's all I think it is anyway. Let's see what's through here. Is there going to be something at the end of here for us? Fenzel? What do you think? Would you be walking through the woods at night on your own? Let me know in the comments. See, I don't mind this one. It's got a bit of a ghost story to it, but I don't believe in ghosts or out like that. And especially not a ghost about a horse running through the woods. I think that's a bit far-fetched, but oh Jesus. Wonder where this little tunnel's leading me to. Watch her turn around this corner here now and see a load of devil worshippers around a stone circle, all with lit torches in robes and stuff. I'm not even sure where I'm going here. I'm trying to find all the little things, but I've only got rough markers for stuff. If anyone has an updated map of Calverley Woods that has all the sites and stuff, email it to me and I'll put it in the description. So if people want to come and have a look and explore, they can do, because there's loads of like fairy houses and stuff, all sorts like that in here as well. High up, we've got a dilemma. We go left or right? I think we'll go left, just to see what's around here. Looks like squirrels are going to be off their tits tonight. That's weird, look. That branch there snapped off. All the way up there. There's another one there. I'm not a fan of that. This trail that I'm on seems to be well off the beaten track. Doesn't look like many people come here, but where are you going? My phone signal's proper scatty in here as well, so I've no idea where I am at the moment. I'm just sort of following these trails and see where it takes me. Shouldn't really, should I? I should turn back to the main path, but that wouldn't be fun, would it? Eh? Look at these little dark creepy holes, man. I just have to crouch down to go through them. There's just loads of them, they jut off all over the shop. Oh, we found a wall. Where am I? Am I back at civilization? I think I might be. Oh no, I'm in a field. Alright, mate. Well, this is no good, is it? Let's go back in. Now, I wouldn't advise doing this, what I'm doing, just wandering about in some woods that you don't know, with no phone signal. But as I've said plenty of times, I'm a professional idiot. But on a serious note, I've been outside most of my life. Like when I was a kid, all we used to do was doss out in woods. That's all we used to do all day until the street lights come on, and that was time to go home then. And I used to hate getting grounded. Grounded were the worst thing ever. Now it's opposite way around, innit, for kids. When I ground my kids now, I've got to kick them out of the house, tell them to go to park. Nuts, isn't it? And the best advice I can give someone when they're walking through the woods and they think that they might get lost, what you want to do is walk, keep your eye out for markings, call them landmarks like that, but every now and again look behind you, because when you have to double back, that's what you're going to see. That way, you won't see it that way, will you? And that way you'll be able to tell if you've gone back the same way that you went in. Just keep looking back every now and again. There's something over the other side of that tree, over there. I've just heard it. I can't see anything though. Stupid camera. I don't like it when woods are like that because you can't see anything through them trees. The light just casts loads of shadows. It's probably just a bird or another rabbit, maybe. Bigfoot. Just heard something. Right next to me here. Tell you what it sounded like. It sounded like brakes squeaking, you know, on a bike. A bit like that. I wonder if this is a known mountain biking place. I'm getting spun around here now. I need to figure out my way back to the main path. Stop talking to you. Hear that banging then? Right, let's retrace my steps. I think I came from over here. You can hear that. Sounds like wind chimes. Mate, I have no idea where I am now. Oh, there's an house there. That's where wind chime noise will be coming from. This looks like it was the lodge house at one point. Beautiful, look at that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Imagine living in that in Midlet Woods. Absolutely awesome. Wish I could live in an house in Midlet Woods. Right, we're on the right track now. Thank God. Bobbed my pants then. Mountain bikers. Some gloves and a top or some bottoms. It's weird, isn't it? Some more remnants of structures here. Wonder what it were like living in a POW camp in Bradford. It's mental, isn't it? Just hidden away in the woods. Absolutely nuts. At least it's windy in this woodland, not like my last camp that I were on. At least it's windy in this woodland, and things that are snapping and breaking around me, I can logically say it's stuff falling out of trees and stuff like that. But when it's dead calm and it's really quiet, that's when it gets a bit eerie. I've just smelt perfume then. Big waft of perfume. Wonder if there's people dogging out here. Me rolling up on them with camera. I'll have to blur it, won't I? Oh, look. A well-placed bench for us, mate. You want a drinky poos, mate? Let's get your drink out. Right, I still need to find this reservoir fountain thing and the stone circle, don't I? and all the other little carvings and stuff that are in these woods. Oh, there's some people coming. Some people coming on bikes. Bobbed me pants. Looks like I'm not the only person that likes the woods at night. Oh, look at this. A little castle. Looks like it's had candles on it at some point. This must be the fairy village, maybe. Is there anything else in here? Sorry, it's been a bit of a crap video so far, hasn't it? I wanted to do a live stream in here, but signal is just absolutely pants. Come really quiet now. The wind stopped and everything. That's when I don't like it, when it goes really quiet. Probably not a good idea to be wandering about in this bit on my own at night. I'll just have a quick look to see what's over here. It doesn't look too bad. Come on, we'll just have a... I can smell perfume again. And it ain't me. Yeah, let's have a quick look in here then. Fendy, you stay by me, mate. Where's that smell coming from? But mate, you have to... She does this all the time, you know. She'll walk in front of you and then stop. And it's no good when she's black and it's pitch black outside and you can't see her. I've ordered a new camera anyway, because this DJI Pocket 3, although the picture quality on it is absolutely awesome and it's really good in low light, as you'll probably be able to see, I can't get along with this gimbal. It absolutely does my nut in, and this is why I hardly ever use it. So I've ordered the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 to see what that's like, and I might do a little comparison test with this and that, because you know, everyone that's been sent one, they won't tell you the truth about them, will they? And that's what I do on here. I'll tell you the truth about gear no matter what. No matter if I've been sent it or if I bought it. But I bought both of these two cameras with my own pennies, with my YouTube pennies. Let's have a look down here. So I don't have any dog in the fight, so to speak. But I do want to see which one is better. If it's just as good or if it's almost as good as this Pocket 3, then I'll get rid of this Pocket 3, I think, because like I say, I hardly ever use it. Started using the GoPro again in dark, and the GoPro with this yellow light that the head torch gives off, it gives off not a bad picture. but I'll show you that in the you can't even see me, can you? I'm talking to you and all you can see is like a light floating around. Is that any better? Put a torch on my face. Yeah, I'll do a comparison and see what they like. I do like the GoPro just because it's point and shoot. Just put your settings in and then that's it. All you need to do is press a button. Whereas this, you've got to set up your angles and stuff like that, and I just can't be bothered with it. I'm just too lazy for that sort of stuff. I've also bought a load of sleep mats throughout the year, and now that we're coming into winter, I can compare them and see which one is my favourite, because I like the Vango Thermocore. That's a decent pad, and I've just bought 2 from AliExpress. One's a Nature Hike one that's got 8.8 R value, I think. It's similar to that Light Tour one, but it's 12 centimetres thick. I got one that's like a copy of the Big Agnes Rapide SL. I wasn't keen on the Big Agnes one, but I'll tell you all that when I do a video on them. Can you hear that? Is that a train? Am I near a train track here? I must be. Oh, I can't get out that way. Anyway, I'm waffling now, aren't I? It's alright. Wow, look at that, man. Imagine living there at Edge of Woods. That's a belting house. Well, I've searched and I've searched and I've searched, and I can't find hardly any of the stuff that were in there, so I apologise for that. But if you want me to come back during the day, we'll have a proper rummage around, and I'll have to bring a paper map because my online stuff doesn't work in there. Let me know in the comments. Like the video, let me know in comments. Anyway, thanks for watching.